Alrighty, folks, we are going to have what I sometimes refer to as an adult conversation. This is where we are going to bring you the reality of what is going on. A lot of folks might look at this conversation as someone taking a step backwards. I choose to look at it as someone who's taking a step backwards so he can take large steps forward. Lots of people only show the highlight reels. But when you are an adult, when you are part of the one rental at a time family, you just say it how it is. And Omar is going to bring it today. Omar, how you doing, man? Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. What's happening, Michael? Thank you for having me on.
Yeah,
As
I look.
usual, our Tuesdays, baby.
There you go. I look forward to this conversation. I think if people go back and watch our playlist, which you have over 200 videos now, uh, they will really they can watch you evolve, right? We started doing this, I think, in 2020. You were killing it, making tons of money. 21, same story. 22, same story. To early 23 got you, right? Got a lot of people.
Yeah.
Over this year, you've kind of stepped back and look at what you could do differently.
hmm
And I know you're setting some things up now to make 2024 a great year, but let's talk about it because not everybody wants to do the hard stuff. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
No one wants to do the hard stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm only one person, obviously. We have a good team in place and we have a good, my operations, my brother. This is for like the wholesale side of it. But our regular, I guess our business consists of the wholesale side, the retail side, representing buyers and sellers, creating some lead generation for our team, and then we have the rentals and we have the flips as well, and then some partnerships and then some, money that we lend out. But
Uh-huh.
if you put them all together, what kind of foundation do you have? That's my whole thing. It's like if one lead comes in, do we know, is it going to be is it a retail side? Is it a buyer side? Is it a, we buy your house kind of lead? What is it? And if we don't have a system and some type of format or some type of process set up, then it's a little more challenging. And I think this last 3 months have been brutal for me because I've been like, hired an assistant, an executive assistant. You have to slow things down
Hmm.
in your production to like put these things in place because you can't change a tire going 20 miles an hour. You can't change a
Yeah.
tire going 100 miles an hour. You can't change a tire unless you're pulled the fuck over. Okay.
Right.
So simple as that. And I think that analogy, everyone can probably, take that and be like, no, you're right. It's
Mhm.
hard, right? You can't, it's still difficult when the car's still, you still
Yeah.
have to replace the tire.
Yeah.
So that's something that like I'm working on. And this is the crazy part. You don't have to be 100% skilled in this category. You just
Mhm.
have to do a little bit more. You have to be a little bit more processing, right? Or systematized than your competition. So when you get a lead that comes in or you get a conversation, guess what? It's going to go through a normal funnel. It's going to go
Yeah.
through the process. While the other person is on a, paper on a what post-it note,
Right.
and they don't have it set up. And granted, that was me for a really long effing time. It worked, right? But do we got to evolve, Michael?
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
We do, right?
You
So
got to grow.
we have to
Growth
grow.
comes from being uncomfortable.
And being uncomfortable is not a very cool place to be.
No.
Um, because it challenges you, it tries you,
Yeah.
the other little guy that says right here, hey, you suck, don't do it, go
Yeah.
back to being comfortable, do your thing, you're good at just being the retail side, don't try to
Uh-huh.
don't try to do something different, Omar, you're fine, you're good,
Yeah.
just stay. And over here is like, yeah, do it all, let's fucking
Go,
go.
go, go.
Yeah. And that's something that I want to discuss. And I want to ask you too, Michael,
Yep.
being in your position,
Mhm.
YouTube channel, education, the books, your rental portfolios on autopilot. You still have to do work on your portfolio though, so it
Mhm.
maximizes the return.
Yeah.
And what have you done this last year to set you up for next year?
So there's a couple of things that we've done this year. And again, we're lucky enough to be with the same team for the last 12 years as far as property manager goes. I have a big enough portfolio where I have one person to speak with. We've set up weekly cadence. So we have the process down.
Okay.
Something that we will do early Q1 of 2024 is we meaning Olivia and I will look at our portfolio and we will look at the worst performing asset. This is something
Okay.
we've done for 8 or 9 years
Every
and
quarter?
no, every year. It's around tax time for us.
Okay.
Because again, for the longest time we had jobs, right? So it just became a habit of looking at it once a year. So we always looked at our worst performer, sometimes the bottom 3, and for a while there, we tried to change things up. I remember there was a triplex we had on a street called Glen, and it was the worst performer for like 4 years in a row. And we tried everything, right? We tried renting to one big family. We tried renting to a community organization. We tried everything. It just kept being a poor performer. So at the end of the day, we said we were snake bit and we sold that and we took the equity, moved it into another asset. And that one asset on Glen was probably 30% of the crap we dealt with every year.
30%?
Yeah, one little triplex. In our
Ah,
huge portfolio, this one triplex was the crap. So we sold that. I think we sold that in 819, I think. Maybe it was early 20. Maybe it was 20. And we instantly saw because our portfolio went down, I don't know, what's that, 1%, 1.5%, but our problems went down 30.
I'll
So we
take that.
took yeah, I'll shoot all day. So we took that lesson and we did that 2 more years in a row. We sold that triplex. We just sold something on 10th, and that property had been on the bottom list probably 4 out of the last 8 years. And in that case, we didn't buy another asset. We put a backyard in our Vegas place. We took the
Beautiful.
equity. Yeah, it's like, hey, it was almost an even exchange. So um, we're starting to trim the problems, and we'll probably do that again in 24. It's like, okay, what's the worst performer? And we'll probably either my guess in 24 because I have a new crazy idea. I want to buy a rental in Vegas. I want to do exactly what I did in Fresno, get a buy box, talk to everybody, you know, uh, and buy one. So I'll probably do a 1031 exchange out of a problem in California into a new unit in Vegas. That's my if I had to wave a magic wand, what I hope to accomplish in 24.
Badass. That's
Yeah.
cool. Start doing it
Yeah.
again in Vegas
I
now that you're
it
going to be
just be
there.
clear, it's not going to be big. I just want to prove that my process and my framework works in a new market,
Okay.
right? Because I can do it in Fresno almost anytime I want, it's not interesting. It's not helpful, right? I want
Doesn't
to go
doesn't
back and
challenge you.
yeah, well, it doesn't help people, right?
Right.
Um, so I want to talk to agents like Joe D, I'm sure,
Of
in
course.
Vegas, right?
Yeah.
I'll talk to Brian Lebo. I'll talk to a young lady I just interviewed. Last name is Sutton. Le- uh,
Lisa.
Lisa Sutton.
Lisa
Yeah,
Song Sutton.
there you go, Lisa Song Sutton. I'll talk to her, and I'll interview all these wonderful agents, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if I can't do it again.
I know you can.
Nah, I love you, man. Thank you. I
That's
appreciate you.
freaking awesome. No,
Yeah,
that's
that's the
good.
big
And I
deal.
mean,
That's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah,
that's, lofty goals are one thing, obviously, staying the course. But I just really, truly want the processes of what we're doing
yeah,
a little more streamlined.
yeah.
Spending 60 G's on a what do you call it, on an assistant, a
Yeah,
year. That's like it buy
that's
it buys back my time.
yeah.
And I think that was like the first leg
Okay.
of of what we're going to be trending to. So,
You know
it
what?
just good.
I actually see you and Ryan Pineda doing the same thing. I don't know if you saw my interview with Ryan Pineda, but he's simplified a lot,
Right.
right? He talked about the things he's done. He talked about the early part of 2023 being painful. He talked about losing 7 figures. Talked about selling businesses, working more than he's ever worked, and it's just like he's like, I'm going to be simplified in 2024. And the other thing, he is certain, like I think you are, that the moves that he made to get right are going to just bear huge fruit in 2024. And I hear you saying the same thing.
Yeah, it's I mean, I guess success leaves clues, right? So
Yeah, fair.
and it didn't fall far away from that tree. And it's like it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that part out, but implementing's a little bit more challenging.
Sure.
Obviously, Pineda's one way. I mean, these massive social media
Mhm.
gathering and and footprint, when it's like, hey, I just want to be simplified on my side and
Right.
just be profitable, super lean, mean,
Yeah.
and
But it's the
money
same
making machine.
strategy. It's like,
Yeah.
if my words, not yours, but you were running so hard and so fast in 20 and 21 and early,
Oh,
2022. The process has got away. You got a little loose,
oh, for sure I did. 100%.
right?
Yeah.
Right. And you now going into 24, it's tight, it's focused. What comes across your plate, you're gonna kill. Right. You're gonna take everything down. Right? It's just a different animal. I see you set up completely different.
Yeah, and I think it has a lot to do with baby coming in March too. So
Aha. Baby
so that
number 3,
four
4?
for me, three for Alyssa and I. And
Nice.
yeah, we don't know what the gender is either. So it's like giving me some type of a little bit of an anxiety of not knowing it's a little girl or a little boy.
And so far, you're a girl dad, right?
Yeah, three girls. Yeah.
Girl dad. You and Kobe
Girl
Bryant, girl dad.
girl dad. And then we'll see. If it
Yeah.
comes out little girl, cool. But nonetheless, that doesn't change anything.
No.
It's just I like there's got to be complete focus this next quarter.
Yeah.
Um, literally it's 2.5 months away, Michael. So yeah, it's cool.
Oh, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Um, Man, 2024. I think 2024 is going to be a really good year for you.
Not
I don't,
thinking we know it's going to be a good year, just like I know that you're going to crush next year too,
Mhm.
Michael. Just because we'll implement the things that we need to, and
Right.
it's there. I'm just not. I'm not gonna blast it. I'm just gonna do what I need to do and
Yeah.
wait, raise my head up quarter 3 and 4 and be like, okay,
Yeah.
solid year. Let's go. Let's do it again.
There you
Let's
go.
let's evolve, opening a new company, et cetera, et cetera. This next year is going to be a very, very I'm going all in other categories too. So
Oh,
um
so did you just let something slip? You're going to be opening a new company in 2024? Are we ready? Not ready to
something
talk
like
about that
that.
yet? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no,
okay.
it's still real estate
It's
related. So
okay.
it's definitely in that
All right.
in
When you're ready, you'll tell me. It's okay.
it's in the pillar. It's already there. I'm already owning it. So
Yeah, I got you.
it goes hand in hand with Southern California. I'll share real quick, and it'll be a minimal plug. But in SoCal, you're able to get an escrow company, right? An
Yeah, yeah.
independent escrow company,
Okay.
and I just got approved with the DFPI, which is awesome. And my entity will owns it and everything else. There's a management company, all that good stuff, and it is going to be one of the biggest escrow companies in SoCal in the next 18 months.
With all
So
your networks, transactions in the air, it makes perfect sense to me.
100%. And they all ask me, hey, who does creative? Who does this? Who does that? Who understands owner financing? This, that. And I could do it all in California. Refinance boom happens here in the next, 10 months, 11 months,
Yeah.
uh, next year. So now it opens up the floodgates, but we're prepped, we're solidified, have a process down to, it's another pillar with what we already do.
I
And,
like it. Makes perfect
you know,
sense.
yeah. So bleep this part out because,
I
you know, so, so,
don't,
so
dude, I don't edit videos, man. I don't edit videos.
I know you don't, but so if you guys, are out there wanting an awesome escrow company that has to get through, like you have to do the deal. You have
Right.
to.
Yep.
Um, Shoot me a
You're going to
DM,
have a
you
spot
guys.
now. Yeah.
Yes, you guys can follow me. We'll figure something out. Put it that way.
All of California.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. Omar, where should people go and follow you? Where should they send you a DM?
Guys, follow me at on IG Invest with Omar. or go to omaralfaro.com.
And don't forget, folks, we will have him in Vegas at least for one day. So you'll see him at the Vegas event.
That's right. I will make the trip. A family and all, real quick. Bam, done. Show
Yeah,
up. Say what's up.
get
Say
back home.
what's up to everybody. And come back.
You got stuff to take care of at home. We appreciate you, man. Thank you, buddy. Take care.
All right, we'll see you. Thanks, Michael.
Yep.